Hello, everyone. Gamer Ryan 3587 playing NBA 2K26, my NBA games, Phoenix Suns, 14 games, my NBA season, 400 subs, 50 likes. It'll really help the channel grow. If new, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to know when I go live on YouTube. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on YouTube and X. Thank you. Peace. Oh, jeez.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks for joining us as we start the new season. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Tim, opening night, always a lot of fun for a broadcaster. But what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league, opening night creates more butterflies than any other night. You want to make that great first impression for sure, but you're also really excited that it starts to count.
And are you nervous right now?
Attack, Brian, attack.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Curry and Pods pairing up in the backcourt. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Green. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Booker goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Guys like Devin Booker are just natural-born scorers. They're always going to figure out a way to get their points.
Back to Curry. Takes a 3. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, nobody's quite sure just how the partnership of Devin Booker and Jalen Green will play out in the desert. They were just one of 3 backcourts to average 20 points per game each last season. But with so many overlapping qualities, it's not the most obvious fit. But many in the league feel that Green could mold himself actually after Booker, and that gives the Suns another potential offensive focal point. Everyone around the league is curious to see how they'll make this work, guys.
A dangerous duo. All right, Shams, thanks very much. On the attack, Green. Soft touch off the glass. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And certainly no one is going to accuse Draymond of shying away from contact. He will take it right at you, as we just saw.
And that was good. Green.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Podziemski. The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. To the middle. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not give any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here's Butler. Outside, Green. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Green's got 7 points.
Showing you that great flexibility offensively. Draymond utilizing those openings that others might pass on.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside, Green. No good from outside. The Suns lead by 7. To the left wing. Lets the 3 fly. Fleming, no good. Butler on the wing. He's covered by O'Neal, and that one's good. Green. The Suns have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yeah, B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year award.
Pass to Richards. Here's Gillespie.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Here's Fleming. Phoenix no good that time either. Outside Podziemski. This one for 3. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. So Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's O'Neal. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Back to Curry. Launches it on target from range.
Yeah, that shot almost feels like a layup for Steph at this point in his career.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The Suns, second.
Now, we all know that getting to the free throw line is so vital in today's game. I mean, you get the freebies, plus you put your opponents in foul trouble. I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Left side, Payton. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's Payton. Outside Kuminga. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. No good that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Livers. Off the mark there with a 3. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
The Suns leading. Pass to Goodwin. Overhealed. Kuminga pulls it in.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Hield with the ball. He's scoreless. Down low. Here's Post. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Buddy Hield. Kuminga is out there with Butler. Then it's Moses Moody, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center, locking down the middle. And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, BA, they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one three-level scorer.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Brian, back to you.
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Count that one. Butler's gotten 4 this quarter. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Santos has checked in for Jackson Davis. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. On the wing, Brooks. From behind the arc. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Back to Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
20 feet out. Santos pulls it in.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Here's Dunn. Kuminga pulls it in.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
And here's Butler outside. The three dropped in by Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, pretty dependable from the corner three spot. Butler only fires those threes he feels comfortable taking.
Lets it go from the wing. Here's Brooks. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
And you watch Buddy Hield, Tim. A 6'4", sharp shooting guard. Some similarities to your game.
Well, he gets those threes up at a rate I could only dream about back when I played, BA. The green light that shooters play with these days, I tell you what, it must be nice. And when you watch Jonathan Kuminga play, the thing that jumps out at you is his athleticism, how quickly he can get to the hoop and get off the floor. He is a really promising talent.
The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Podziemski. Outside Butler. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Brooks from outside, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Outside Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 6 assists here tonight.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Payton passes to Kuminga. Pure from three-point range. Kuminga's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, I'm certain on the scouting report they are going to live with Kuminga taking that shot. But maybe that scouting report is going to change.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Got a hand on it. And here's Butler. Second chance effort. Back to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
Pass to Malawach. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the lob. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Yeah, you could throw that lob wherever you want to. Kuminga's going to rise to the occasion and get his hands on it.
Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Warriors lead by 8. And changes for the Suns, legs. In the front office, coaching, you name it.
Yeah, Brian, you had the feeling changes were coming for this roster as well. Arguably the most disappointing team last season. A hard reset may have been needed.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Warriors make some changes. Al Horford comes in for Kuminga, and Green is subbed in for Payton. Here's Fleming. Buries it from 3. Fleming's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 8 now on the night.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The 3, Allen. That one no good. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season. Nice rebound, trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
For 3, Allen. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 12. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Podziemski's shot is good.
Excellent court vision there from Green. Someone who can see things develop before they actually happen.
Pass to Williams. Horford with a steal. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor. Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Warriors ahead. They lead by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Good to see. They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet and...
All right, fellas, let's now take a look. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Look at Dylan Brooks. What a contribution.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
They've got Dylan Brooks. Green out there with Devin Booker. And it's Williams. And it's Dunn in at the power forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, BA, the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, defending Curry, you just never know when he's going to pull up off the dribble. He keeps you guessing.
Here's Green. The Warriors pull it in.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Butler against Williams. Got it. Butler's got 11 points.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. In third, Phoenix.
And last season, they were deadly from beyond the arc. A lot of great shooters on that team.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, BA. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
No one near him. And it's rebounded by Gillespie.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Fires in the triple. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
For three, Allen. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, the Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Back to you, Brian.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. To the paint. And there's Curry on the assist by Butler. 22 points for Stephen Curry.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
O'Neal on the wing to stop the drought. And the three-pointer goes.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Outside Butler. 13 feet out. Horford passes to Butler. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Butler's got 15 points.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Allen inside. Defended by Podziemski. Gillespie passes to O'Neal. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint, but you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Here's Allen. Called in by Curry.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. For three, Allen. And the Suns get another three.
He just hasn't been able to find any kind of consistency to this point.
Outside Podziemski. Outside Butler. Puts up a three. The Suns clear it.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since. Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. You know, Tim, despite never averaging double-figure scoring, Royce O'Neal is a steady presence.
Yeah, B.A., he was undrafted in 2017, and he's been traded for a first-round pick multiple times. He's a rugged defender, very strong at 6'4", about 225. He can help you win games.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Kuminga, he's checked in for Horford. Payton comes in for Green. Moody's checked in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. So it's the Warriors now. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Pass to Green, looking to get it going. Here's Dunn. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Spencer's checked in for Butler. Last year, Jalen Green was twice named Western Conference Player of the Week.
Yeah, and Green was the first Rockets player to win the award multiple times since James Harden in 2019. And, you know, we've seen the flashes, and now on a new team, can he improve his consistency? Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
To the wing, right side. Here's Spencer. The putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Booker. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Takes an incredible...
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period.
All right, great pace, great energy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Gary Payton II is out there with Butler. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Moody in at the 2. And here's Butler outside. Iguodala grabs a miss. Suns trail by 18. Wing shot on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Kuminga's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Butler outside. Iguodala grabs a miss.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Allen. There's the 3. They get the rebound. Richards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
Yeah, the accuracy from Buddy is exceptional. Makes that quick pull-up so easy.
Here's Allen. And he hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
All right, everybody. It's time.
So So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Richards. Dunn comes in for Iguodaro. Dylan Brooks checked in for O'Neal. And Green is subbed in for Allen. And Golden State also making a switch. Curry's checked in. Payton, no good. Suns trail by 17. Here's Dunn. Counted from distance.
Yeah, defensively, you just have to be better than that. You know he's a very good three-point shooter.
Outside Kuminga. Curry surveys. Moody from outside. The rebound by Devin Booker. The Suns have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Warriors lead by 12. Curry passes to Kuminga. Here's Butler. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Green. Here's the 3. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. And for the Warriors, they're shooting about 56% in this one. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, Kuminga will look for any opportunity to throw it down.
Brooks outside. Three-pointer. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Curry's got 5 rebounds in the game. Oh, it's blocked by Green. The 3 is in. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So both teams changing it up here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
And it's Phoenix's ball. A big stretch here going, 10-2. Green. Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
And you know, Green's impact isn't always felt in his scoring, but tonight his points are having a massive impact.
Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
Outside Curry. No good from 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Curry there for the rebound. The Warriors lead by 11. Here's a pass to Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
From downtown. Oh, Green rips down the board. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Butler. Yes, sir! That one's good!
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Warriors.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. Any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Jimmy Butler.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're losing by 14. Green fires. Oh, Horford there with a board. And the Warriors shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Here's Allen. Oh, Horford there with a board.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
And now the Suns fast break. And count it. Now Curry. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green misses the three. And here are the Warriors now, leading by 12.
Suns foul. Dylan Brooks. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from Butler.
For the Warriors, Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
That one misses. Brooks, right side.
Phoenix foul. First personal foul. Third team foul.
That's good from Hield.
Buddy Hield at the line for 2.
Hield hits them both. And it's Green off the drive. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road.
Thank you, fans.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
Take all this.
Up next, the Suns taking out. And you look across the NBA landscape, Stan, a lot of turnover in the summer.
Yeah, Kevin, it takes a few weeks just to get used to seeing coaches and players in different spots around the league. And it'll take some time for those players and coaches to adjust as well.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Dylan Brooks out there with Dunn. Then it's Williams. And it's Green. And it's Booker in at the 1. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Aaron Gordon able to use all his athleticism on that.
Done. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Dunn misses. For Denver, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Murray, no good.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're clearly all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now here's Murray. And here's Jokic outside. It's hauled in by Dunn. Here's Williams. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Hardaway trying to free himself up. And it's Jokic missing. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And that one is good.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
Hardaway with a wide open look. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
this is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists in the NBA. The Nuggets #1.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness. That's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Now here's Murray. Goes up to the stripe and against the jumper to drop.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Fleming. Here's Iguodala. Jokic defending. Lets it go from the wing. Iguodala, no good. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Jokic with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Suns trail by 11. Pass to Gillespie. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Wasted no time on that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brown wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now the Nuggets bet on the development of young Christian Braun, and Stan, he has rewarded their faith. He has developed so nicely.
Kevin, he certainly has. Probably has even exceeded what their expectations were for him. But he's a guy that is such a hard worker. He's smart, he's tough, and he's all about winning. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to Jokic. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. And the Suns here with a different look. .146 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
That's the good one. Over Brown. And it's Goodwin missing.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Denver getting their last shot to go. Launches it. Rebounded by Pickett. Denver leading by 10. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Warriors. And the Suns miss again. 7-second difference, shot in game clock. Down low and stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Goodwin. That three off the mark. And so Brown will bring it up for Denver. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long.
Setting the floor for the Suns. We got Nick Richards. Grayson Allen is out there with O'Neal. And it's Gillespie in at the one spot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Murray with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. It was the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Murray looking around. Bucket is good. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Denver making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Jokic is third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers were really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Booker sinks the three.
And brilliant play from Booker. Got it away in time before the defense could close.
And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. And here are the Nuggets now. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's Jokic missing. Suns trail by 11. And Booker kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Brooks for three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Watson, and stolen by Williams. Here's Dunn. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Nuggets leading by 11. Here's Brown, and the shot goes in.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break. Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Jokic with the bounce pass. Pass to Johnson. Right block shot. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
Brown the pass to Jokic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but you know he's got the skill to hit the man.
For the Nuggets, Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. Hardaway comes in for Brown. And Christian Brown subbed in for Jamal Murray. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Suns on defense. It's a 14-point game. Gordon kicks to Hardaway. Nailed from three-point land. Hardaway's got 6. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode. And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Hardaway from outside. The shot will not fall.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Got that one up quick. Dunn's got his second bucket tonight.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just getting up there with five.
And credit Brown, that was a nice find. He's expanded his passing game.
And Booker kicks to Brooks. And here's Green outside, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Green's got it back down to within single digits for Phoenix. Here's Brown, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
Yeah, it's 6'6" with good hops. Brown isn't your average guard. He does very well down low.
With 3, Booker. That shot off. The Nuggets leading by 11. Launches the 3. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 11 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Brooks finds Green. Back to Brooks. Here's Dunn. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. 1 second left. That one doesn't go. And so it's Denver with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Right back after this break.
And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Denver Nuggets.
They're breaking it.
And that about wraps.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Christian Braun, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. That's the group that David Adelman's going out there with to start the second half. Hardaway from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And here's Green outside, trains the three-pointer. He's got 12.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Outside Gordon. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Allen's checked in for Booker. And there's the call on Mark Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the quick 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And it's Green missing. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Lob pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, Of course he's going to throw it down hard.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Jokic is second.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Kevin, back to you.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Suns making a change here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 13 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's Gordon missing. Suns trail by 10. Pass to Gillespie. The tray. The shot, no good. To the inside. It's tipped. Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, we always talk about Murray shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
Pass to Gillespie. For Murray. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Brown, the pass to Jokic. For 3, Murray. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Suns trail by 14. Lets it fly. And it's Gillespie missing.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Brown's shot is off. Phoenix has gone downtown to launch since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Nuggets leading by 14. Odd pass to Gordon. Murray kicks to Gordon. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 8th assist in the game. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Suns trail by 17. Booker outside to stop the run. It's hauled in by Watson.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Brown kicks to Watson. Here's Strawther. Denver the rebound. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the first guy you have to box out there is Nikola Jokic. That's just bad recognition.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
The shot by Fleming, no good. Denver leading by 21. Pass to Strother. It's Jokic top of the key. Back to Brown. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's Fleming for the three. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Brown missing. So the wing on the left. Here's Goodwin. And the Suns miss again. From the arc. And so it's Denver in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the knee wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. You've got Grayson Allen. He's out there with Devin Booker. Royce O'Neal is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Iguodala in at the 4. Brown against Allen. Murray the pass to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Murray. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Here's Murray. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. No good from Booker. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
He slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Iguodala. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And finished off by Brown.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either. Nuggets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Brooks misses. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Denver. Shot from 16. Green with the rebound. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Brooks with the bucket.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Valanciunas with a screen on Brooks. Going inside, and Watson slams it in.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Here's the 3, and it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Booker. Brooks has got 5 points now this quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
To the middle, here's Pickett. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity, they got to show some fight.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense.
Brooks against Johnson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And we're seeing Cam Johnson take his offensive game, GA, to another level.
Upping his scoring while remaining efficient. Most of the shots coming from long distance, but he can put the ball in the bucket just about anywhere.
Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Denver. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Watson, he's checked in for Naji. And the second free throw, good.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game. And so often, that's the difference. The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
Brooks misses. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working. And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Phoenix with the ball. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our
Okay,
player
well,
of the game.
I'm out.
Allie.
Alright, talk to y'all later.
Nicola,
If you're new to
I
this
heard the
live
fans
stream broadcast or
chanting
short,
for you saying MVP. How
don't forget
special
to
is
comment,
that?
like, thumbs up, subscribe.
I
Also
think it's
follow
fun to be
my
on such
social
a
media,
good
Gamer
level.
Ryan,
They're gonna have
35BD7,
MVP. Just trying
on
to,
Facebook, YouTube, and
really good team
X. Same
basketball. That's what we're trying to
for
do.
MVP talks? That's just funny talk
400
to Nicola,
likes,
guys.
400 subs, 50 likes. It really helps
Allie,
the
thank
channel
you so
grow.
much.
Thank
And
you.
that'll do it, folks.
Peace.
For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so
Going
much
to
for
bed.
joining us
Good night,
tonight.
everyone.
But as we go,
Peace.
let's take a look at our player of the game, Nicola Jokic.